or you're going to be arrested. We're going to break out your windows. We're going to pull you out and you're going to go to jail.
New at 9, we are hearing from Owasso Police after a man led officers on a chase early Saturday morning. Fox 23's Morgan Martin joins us live in studio with the latest details.
Sonny, I went through the body camera video today, and Lieutenant Nick Boatman says officers used multiple less lethal barriers to keep Barton-Stovall safe before they say he led them on this chase that ultimately ended in his arrest. Lieutenant Nick Boatman with the Owasso PD says officers were called to a local Kum and Go around 3:45 Saturday morning, where employees called about a suspicious truck that had been there all night.
They just wanted the guy to leave. They didn't want to trespass him. They didn't want any, sort of confrontation. They just wanted the guy to leave. So the officers went out and tried to communicate that to the driver, who just completely ignored them.
Lieutenant Boatman says the officers left shortly after, as employees did not wish to pursue charges, but were called back around 4:15.
At this point, the Kum and Go employees are thinking morning's coming and we're going to need those spots for the morning traffic. So they wanted the guy trespassed, just tell him to leave, get out of here, and they wanted to prosecute him if he didn't leave.
Boatman says the second time officers made contact with Barton-Stovall and ordered him to leave, he failed to do so and continued to ignore the officers.
They told the guy that finally, after all that time and him failing not to leave the premises after being trespassed, that they finally told him he was under arrest.
Good morning, okay? Leave the premises or you're going to be arrested.
Boatman says at that point, Stovall was not free to leave, and that's when officers set up stop sticks under his tires.
He just refused to communicate or come out of the vehicle. The officers were forced to break the glass on the window and then fill the cab with pepper balls.
That's when Stovall took off, his rear tires starting to deflate, and even then he was able to reach speeds of nearly 90 miles per hour.
Another Owasso officer had got ahead of the chase, and right when the suspect was going by, threw out another set of stop sticks and was able to deflate all 4 tires.
Boatman says by the time Stovall reached the Tulsa Metro, all 4 tires were deflating and his speed significantly slowed.
We don't feel like anybody was in danger in this chase. Chased them all the way down to I-44 where they headed west, and at some point a trooper was in a position, who was helping us, was in a position to get right behind him and conducted a TVI maneuver.
Finally stopping Stovall, who then exited the truck, but Boatman says Stovall still refused to get on the ground like officers were asking.
Finally, one of the officers was instructed by the supervisor out there to go ahead and utilize a taser, and that's what ended up working. Fired the taser, incapacitated the individual, and they took him into custody safely.
Now, Lieutenant Boatman says OHP made the arrest, and after being checked out at a local hospital, Stovall was booked into the Tulsa County Jail on multiple charges, including resisting arrest, reckless driving, and 2 counts of felony eluding, but has since bonded out. Live in the newsroom, covering news that matters, Morgan Martin, Fox 23 News.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Well, Stovall is scheduled to be back in court on November 8th.